Look around at the chaos, painting colors in the sky. External things don't matter, it's the way that we reply. Every judgment that I cast, it's a prisoner of my mind. But I hold the key to freedom, if the truth is what I find. Oh, truth never harmed anyone, it lights the darkest days. In the fire of acceptance, I'll learn to find my way. Let the whispers of the world fall silent in my heart, for the truth within me is where my journey starts. Fate has dealt my cards, I'll play them with grace. In the game of life, I'm learning to embrace. I'll gaze beyond the surface, see the beauty in the pain. With every twist and turn, I'll dance in the rain. Oh, truth never harmed anyone, it lights the darkest days. In the fire of acceptance, I'll learn to find my way. Let the whispers of the world fall silent in my heart, for the truth within me is where my journey starts. If you dare to challenge me, let's weave a brand new tale. Together we can navigate where logic may prevail. I'm not afraid to change my mind, to see from different views, but honesty is what I seek, and it's my heart I'll choose. Oh, truth never harmed anyone, it lights the darkest days. In the fire of acceptance, I'll learn to find my way. Let the whispers of the world fall silent in my heart, for the truth within me is where my journey starts.
Thanks, Doug.
Look around
Or Barbara, which one of you did that? I appreciate you.
painting colors
I'm just getting ready now to go live. I think we should be live on
External
YouTube.
things don't matter, it's the way that we reply.
Let me just check.
Every judgment that I cast,
Yes, we are live. Okay, let me stop this music. Maybe a couple of second delay. But I can also, I think, do this. Make sure that you still have the lobby on, Doug. You have to give me a moderator. Okay. Alright, everything seems running pretty well so far on YouTube, no drops. Okay, we're good. And let me see if we are good on record on the site. Yes, pretty good. And I think I can dual stream. I think I can dual stream to a with screen share this site too. So let me see. I'm gonna share my screen to the room without the sound. Why doesn't share? Okay, let me check again. Okay, share. But strange. I don't know why it's not sharing my screen over there. Maybe I'm not moderator, so not being allowed. Okay, I get it. So it says stop sharing. I don't know. Oh, because of. You can see my screen. Let me stop it. Huh. Okay. Well, anyway, we are live. Hi, Doug. And good to see you, sir. Hopefully, you can hear me through the room. Yeah, bandwidth is low normally. It's not actually us. It's not our bandwidth which is low. It's generally browser suppression, and Microsoft. That's what's going on. So Microsoft's going haywire. I don't know, they've been hacked or whatever. I highly advise, if you have a window defenders running and stuff running, just stop them for a while. So, and then stop the updates till they sort it out. Then you be good. I did that earlier, and even stream is actually running pretty smooth on my end. But now and then, and because I'm still using a Microsoft virtual machine, they are limiting on this virtual machine's traffics. So to just be aware of that, that's what's going on in Microsoft Edge, and obviously conjunction with Google, vice versa. That's what they're doing, and quite a lot of havoc going on. Actually, we can talk a little bit about that in the room after this, and it's quite sensitive stuff. And you guys like what I have found out last few days. And also I think you probably received it. I sent you a nice video, and we will talk about that, and I will show you that little tool I made for especially for us when we are live streaming on the room. You guys will like that. So that being said, welcome as usual. Hi Barbara, good to see you. Howdy. Happy Saturday. In some of the places still Friday, I know. So happy Friday and Saturday. Welcome, and this is Evan, behalf of No Limit Emails team. Welcome to the stream as usual. If you're watching live or replay, I personally wholeheartedly thank you and appreciate you, even if you just been here a second. Because literally that second is huge and important. I really appreciate your time. As we all know, it is the most precious thing that we all have, and I'll do my best when we spend together is be productive, be joyful, and also be understanding. Basically, that's the kind of mantra I try to kind of learn and kind of really stand by it. And I'm still learning. I'm still child of the universe, you know. I'm also human. Got lots of kind of I don't know. You could call them my skin has also got million holes. So there is a millions of holes in my own knowledge and all that kind of stuff. Definitely. Sometimes, please just take some things with a pinch of salt. What I'm saying. Do a little bit digging around before you decide to kind of have a go at me. Anyways, that being said, welcome and thank you. If you find something interesting in our videos, especially relating to the email, well as live, well as business sense of things, well as logic and strategies and all the goodness that I find out in the internet and I share with everybody, totally willingly, and I will not stop doing that, guys. It's just going to even get more this year because we will be doing double giveaways, double streams, all that kind of stuff. And also we will do some new things together, and we will talk about those things with the members privately and see what you guys say, and we will talk a little bit about that stuff on the site. As you know, it's new year, a lot of things changing in our end, And hopefully last few videos that I've been doing on this UI, I know you guys excited, and we are absolutely excited too to give this to you before New Year sometime. And if it's not, will be directly within the January sometime, and we will give you this. And we already kind of talk about some other stuff as an updates and upgrades coming in our way. And one of them, we will be really try to kind of tackle it and give you guys some sort of UI in some sort of place that you can do launch a store, and also link that store to basically any print on demand site or something like that. So just exciting. We are working on the stuff, and we will eventually let you guys have it. And of course, will be just extra add-on. You are in, you don't have to pay anything. So just wait for that one, and also system update for you guys a little bit. And we will talk a little bit in depth on the hangout afterwards, because literally it's a lot of sensitive stuff, and I don't want to make people kind of go crazy if they are seeing this and me saying this stuff in YouTube. But generally is like kind of what I have found out from the horse's mouth, so to speak. But you will be surprised what's going on, especially when it comes to email, guys. Is huge war is breaking out, really is huge. Is I think is worse than a Russian nuclear bomb. What's going on in the internet when it comes to the really internet traffic. So we will talk a little bit more in depth, and we will also talk where does it kind of like leave us as no limit emailers, well as another emailers in the world. And we will talk a little bit in depth about that subject matter. It's very, very interesting, and it really is one of the hottest topic probably on the planet, as AI is dying out. Now obviously it's going to be Google Loop thing for the next few months. And hopefully you will enjoy it in the hangout room, or even we can make a breakout room that just only no limit emails members are there, and then I can kind of openly show you stuff and tell you what I have found out, and so you guys can also be prepared on your end. And of course I will give you this information as always, to not kind of withheld anything, especially benefiting everyone that uses no limit emails. But obviously it benefits everyone use emails, what we found out, and if they kind of implement and all that kind of stuff. And we will talk a little bit in depth. And that being said, I thank you who's joined us lately. Please do not kind of hesitate just because we are in festive time of the year. We are always working, guys. It doesn't shut, and it's literally on 24/7. And if you need us, reach out to us. And of course, please, once more, I have kind of uploaded your preparation. Your site is prepared, and some of you actually will get still kind of version 4, because literally without anything, any bugs, anything else. But soon as you got your accounts settled, and you start sending few emails out with it, and we will eventually migrate you to new one. And that's basically where we're at with some of this new account we're releasing. We don't want to delay them because the 5 is not ready for all overall release, and I personally apologize for that. But obviously we just don't want you to kind of wait, thinking, oh, we didn't deliver, but really when count is ready, they get delivered. And we appreciate you, and definitely is great gift from us to you guys, and hopefully yourself, your business, and see it like in action, and well as kind of like use the other elements within the tool, do a lot of side gigs, whatever you want. It's your business, and we just support you guys. And that being said, also please make a room, invite me or my partner if you have any issues, and send us that room link. If you want to put a password on it, put a password on it, please, and send us basically a password, and just, let's make a time via email. What time do you want to actually have one-to-one with us as your support, as your account manager, so you can have that one-on-one kind of like basically conversation, and as well as one-on-one help to get you basically navigate through the site. And last few episodes, as you've been seeing, I'm doing bit by bit slowly, so we can all kind of see what's going on. And of course, when you get yours, and we will still be doing this and more in depth, obviously this time instead of be demo, I can do the demo, you can set it up as a real thing on your end, so the tools are function. Lots of the actual functions not really change that much, it's just been replaced with different labeling, and also certain things are definitely removed and been improved for basically more data, more data gathering on email actions, and that is important, which is really is part of the tracking, so to speak. When you send an email out, you want to really know what's happened to it, and you want to know where did it go, and you want to know did actually kind of like get there, and you also want to get stats back, basically just like what we have. But lately we have been working a lot, and we are not really kind of stopped, sometimes even kind of overclocking, but we know it's important, and because of obviously evolution of AI and AI detection of things, blocking things, all that kind of things going on, and we will talk about the basically internet traffic war, and on the one of the rooms. If you are free, you can join us basically on a hangout or private rooms, and also we did send a probably email, probably will not yet gone out, but we will send email to all members with certain amount of information that you guys can have a look yourself and also implement stuff, because it's really important. And of course you will see me talking about them in this private situation, and you will see what we are kind of like doing and how everything's being kind of run, and also how we are battling literally whole global net to keep everything running for all of us, and also secure. Is really is pretty critical time of the year, and it's just things getting crazy hot. But so far everything is in our end. As you can see, I'm logged in, network stable, and welcome to the family, and congratulations and happy new year to you guys. And that being said, please once more, do reach out to us, do reach out to some of our members that is already been in for years, and they have a great wisdom, great knowledge about the system themselves. They will send millions of emails, and I'm sure you will learn one or two or things, and I'm learning many things every single time, every single night that we have in the conversations. It's so much rich wisdom when it comes to the really email, when it comes to the marketing, when it comes to everything that really related to business to run on the internet. We talk about on all sorts of subject matter, including if you watch basically all the videos on this channel, and as well as the videos in Facebook, well as the videos in the other channel in YouTube. Literally you will see the evolution of whole thing that No Limit email is all about, and you will see how much really we ourselves developed over this period of time, and of course is live and is kind of really, you could say, is development never stops, because it's literally internet doesn't stop, so it's constantly evolving. Blinking of eye, legislation happens, a lot of things goes away, guys. And this is something we will talk about, and we will talk about a little bit about our friend Elon Musk, what he's doing about emails and stuff. Pretty interesting, and quite deep conversation we could have for several hours, to be honest. That being said, once more, welcome, and we will kick in episode 8 of email automation with MAUTIC 5, guys. I'll just take myself a quick drink, and we will kick in with a campaign. So at this point, you guys can obviously cut this off as well. So campaigns, email automations, and obviously is kind of bloodline of everything that we do. and is very helpful, especially what's going on now, guys. Let's go ahead and hit the campaign. As you know, we kind of been testing around with this M5 auto campaign, and let's go ahead straight away in, and then we just go hit edit, and then we're going to go hit builder, and we stopped here. As you remember, the previous day we had a yesterday we just had a segment, and let's actually continue with this. Now actually this is kind of proper campaign that you can run within a capture, and now this is just very simple basic kind of really start off, and you can see is not much here right now. So we made the source. Source are the two different sources, but we haven't done anything on the segment side in here. Obviously could be this is the one of them is form. I think this one is the segment here, and then as you can see, so the form is collecting email, and the very best situation will be, let me actually delete this email, guys, because we will get back to it and we will do it this little bit different sense. So imagine that we just published our form and we want to collect an email. So let's actually also remove this. So we have camp form, and what we want to do is first, just give me a second, let me open another instance so we can work a little bit side by side on this this time, so you can see how the whole system can refine things for us. And let's go back on a segment. I'm just going to open a new segment. So I'm working on two tabs now. They are two separate tabs, two separate instances, and we're just going to go make a segment like this campaign or camp form, and let's just make a camp segment. I'm just going to put it number 1 in here, and in this point, because what we're going to do, we're going to set up the form when the form collected the email, and we're going to withhold, not send anything to these people till they verify the email. So two different ways we're going to tackle this on the stream, and please just rewind the video and watch several times, you'll get it. So first thing first, we have the segment, and let's actually apply a filter to this. And this filter in here, you could see anything that's going to fit us in here. Most cases will be a campaign membership. That's the filter you want to obviously apply, is most cases. And then let's just look the stuff in here, see what you guys can see. How I'm going to scroll a bit slow. So, and the other one that we could say double opt-in, and that's another filter that you could apply, and that's what you do. Equal, obviously you just leave like this, double opt-in equal, I think is, let me see, I mean you could say contain, but I think equal, not equal email, I think equal camp. Obviously we could, now obviously I don't have the tag in here, so on the custom field side, then we can pick some tags in here, and also you could see in here, we can see starts with, which is could be campaign name or the form name, and you could say ends with, you could see it contains, and contains filter show with which instances this is. So normally you can see gives you some indication really what is this filter should do. Initial stage of this filtering is really is whole idea is get this contacts to be registered in a system as a double opt-in, and some cases when they opted in, you can have a form with a checkbox, or you can send them a confirmation email, and when they done that, and then it will be in the kind of double opt-in tag, which is can spam rules applied, and you can do that easily. And of course you can also see is a regex, and also you can see is not liked or like, and you can see is not empty, and you can see the equal, and hardly you could say this is not empty. You could say richly, you could say contains, and the containment that you can make a tag. And obviously I just don't want to make tag, I just want to explain to you. And then also you could say is really is not empty, and also is not empty mean obviously we know there's a data point in here and it's not empty. This is the kind of filters that you can add. And of course you can see we could also add the location, the email, and everything else, opened or clicked and all that kind of stuff. You could put those, and of course you also can select those kind of the name, last name, add any of those fields too, and on this filters. So basically what is happening in here, we want to also kind of stage this person coming in if they signed up newsletter A, newsletter B, newsletter C, or blah blah, different ways that we can separate them in here with via filters. So because, and also if you don't like any filters that you set up, and you just basically delete it, it goes away, and then you just basically go back and create another one. And here you could see attribute date, campaign membership is the obviously going to be one of the first probably filter that you could do, and then obviously is not empty, and you say including, and then it's obviously this the campaign that I'm running. And then if you're not running, you can run this one, or you make campaign and we'll select in here, or you can run it on two, which is in most cases that probably you don't need it, and you can remove one or one the other. You can keep one running as a part of your campaign management. And of course within here you can also tie in the point system, you can also tie in the stages, and as well as obviously tags, and we will do those in next few videos, so you will see and how they all actually come together and work. So in this case you done your thing. Literally you can go back on the segment, you can obviously change this anytime you want, you can get in and edit. And just one more thing in here, if it's part of the campaign, make sure this is visible to users so the whole user of the system can see, and also leave it on active, and when you done that you save and close. So, but right now I'm just going to not leave it on active, we're just going to basically save it. So we save this for now and save and close. So we have that segment, as you can see, camp on segment. Now if we go back in our automation, we have this, and then we can press in here and contact segment, and now we can select that camp segment 1, I think. Camp segment, something like this, I can't remember. This is camp. I don't know if it's this one or the other one, but you get an idea. So if this is the one we created, what is it called? Let's see. Segment, camp segment 1. We should have this. Just a sec. So let's just get rid of this. Paste that in. See if it finds it. Ah, okay. Alright. Let me just add. So they're listed in here. Campaign testing, why doesn't it show me that one? Ah, because then I'm that's it. Ah, it's inactive, okay. That's why. Oh jeez. Let me activate. That's why, if it's obviously it's part of the campaign, if it's not activated, we're not gonna find it, right? Silly. Silly me. I don't know why I'm not finding it, by the way. Anyway, you get an idea, guys. Let's select this, but you get an idea. Maybe I'm active on 2 tabs. Segments, camp segment 1, no contacts. Okay, that's perfect. Let me close this. And let's try again in here. I'm just going to delete this. Should load me, but currently it's slow. Alright, okay. So send it us back to the beginning, which we didn't save, that's why. So let me just get the segment out of the way, and we try this in here. Doesn't find me. Maybe I need log out, log back in. It will get me into the. It's kind of a little bit on, obviously, delay on my end as well as on the server. Still lots of things happening, guys. So sometime we will expect to have some glitches on the server, and but you get in a contact ID. Let's see if his list's in here. Sometimes gonna take a little bit while, and sometime whole server we got going on in here is really doing a lot of stuff right now, running so many things on it. I don't know why I didn't. Alright, we're on C. Why didn't really save? Oh, it was there. Camp segment 1. Alright, we got it. So sometime it just a little bit far away. So in here on the form now, on this form, first thing we gotta do in here is really do not contact. That's one thing you gotta do in here. So add do not contact, and this will be immediately channel. You just select email, reason needs to verify, and then we just add. So our form is gonna collect the email and is not going to send them email. It's going to put them do not contact tagged till they verify the email. And obviously verifying email, you can use just that verify email send, and then you can add them to that double opt-in segment, so to speak. So they are GDPR compliance, basically. So we have this email, and we are not going to, when we collect an email, we're not going to send directly email to them. And then one more thing I want to show you in here. When we do it this way, you can go back on the campaign form and update the form and edit if anything that if you want to add, basically click here for us to send you in another email, or click here agree for us to communicate with you, all that kind of basically stuff. And you can go ahead and also hit this and we'll edit and update the form. You can go back on the form to do that too. And of course you can also apply this to the segment too. So ideal will be we're going to push them when they are here. We're not going to contact them, and form is going to push them to this segment. And through the segment, because sending email through the form really doesn't kind of work within the MAUTIC, like doesn't work that way. But sending email through the segment, that's how it works. And that's therefore sometimes you're gonna just set up a campaign and set up tons of emails in here. It can work, but really it's not the way that way it's get a little bit more kind of really uncontrollable. So the best way to control this is through the segment. And so obviously whole idea is that they opted in, and you give them a bit of time to send that email, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, maybe 15 seconds, half an hour, depending on, or instantly. When they signed up, they can receive that email. I highly recommend don't do it totally instant. Just give the forms that they opted in a little bit of time, basically, to kind of compile the data in your end, and normally send this first email or verification email between 2 to 5 minutes, like between 2 minutes to 3 minutes. You got to kind of like set that up. So let's go ahead and first of all do a couple of interesting things in here with this campaign. So let's just actually delete this email here, and in here we're going to look what we can do. First, we have to apply some logic to this kind of, let's say, database of contacts. And the logics obviously have three things: decision, action, condition. And they just self-explanatory. Action, when you want to send an email or change your segments and things like that. Decision tree, you can put it in. If they read, they are verified, they not verified, all that kind of good things. And the first thing first we got to do really in here, we got to just apply simple update contact, and that is in the here somewhere. And we just got to play this. And of course you can create a new name for this, and this will be immediately, and you just scroll it down, just leave everything like that. But you can see it's one side is custom, the other side is I have my book as a tag, and I have a double opt-in kind of here, as you can see. And then you can literally automatically, this will filled when they tick that stuff up as the amount of attribution data that you can gather from that lead, as you can see in here, including socials and all that. So you just add, and now this basically form will collect, they come to segment will update, and from the update now we can send that confirmation email, the first email that they got to receive after, obviously, either they are kind of clicking on a radio check button, or you already kind of send email to them that say, hey, click on this link to verify. So as you know, it's two different ways that you can do this in current state of things. There is one that literally you send a link to them, they have to click, and the other one, you make a checkbox that they can check, say, okay, I agree. I mean, you probably all know that, but if you're new on doing this tool, a little bit different. So first, let's just select the decision, see what we find. And obviously, select the decision says is submitted form, which is one of the tag that you can kind of use in the stage. Visit the page, download the asset, and of course, it's like whole idea is anything in here. If the submitted form, that's you can select that. But in this stage, we don't need this side of it yet. And let's go the other one. We go to the condition, and this is a little bit more kind of use case than the other side. As you can see, was quite limited. Now you have a little bit bigger list that you can kind of do your thing. So has active notification, has contact tags, has stage. As you can see, now you can link them to. Has a contact segment, the contact points, contact owner obviously is you, contact field value, and this is another kind of tag that you could apply, and obviously contact campaigns. So in this stage you have all these choices that you can utilize. But first thing will be literally apply tag onto this, and then apply stages after that. We will kind of do that. You just basically go to the apply contact tags, and on the tag you just give a name, and let's say this was M5 auto, something like that, and this tag will be immediate, and we're going to select this. As you could see, if you created tag previously, it will show up in here. If it's not, basically you don't have. But as you can see, so many tags is easily to make, and you're good to go. You just make one, you give a name. So the first thing that really we want to do after this is the tag, and let's just open another instance so I can actually make a tag, so we don't get out of this page for a second. So let's just bring this round. So the tag's in here, and let's just make one, and let's call it new, and let's call this one M5A AutoCamp, something like this. I mean, you could say first sign up, second sign up, new subscriber, anything you wanted in here. You could say new sub, and then we say new sub from my fourth site, right? So this could be a long tag, but let's say that form is embedded in my site somewhere, and that site is my fourth domain or something, just to give you an idea why I wrote that way. So let's just leave that like this, and then we just basically first apply, and then just save and close, and this is our tag. Obviously tag can be short and long, doesn't really matter, as long as you can apply the function and you're good to go. So let's do that. So let's have a tag. So contact tag, and I'm just going to see if I can paste this. Yes, we find it, and you can obviously name the same thing in here, and this will be immediate. You just add, and now we have this tag. Now we have two different options open to us after this. So we apply this tag to this new contact and his new sub, and let's see what we can do in here. So this stage, obviously by this point we want them be verified so we can put them somewhere else. So in order to do that, first we have this camp segment 1, which is form collecting it, and we verifying them. After they verified, let's go ahead in here, let's just go to segment. Let's organize this a little bit. So on segment, we just call this one cam segment verified, just like that. We're not going to apply filters in the stage, just like so. Save and close, and then now if we go back on here, we can go with this way. I think it's in here somewhere, should be able to change segment, modify contact segment, and of course they verified, and you can also modify the tag. So we're gonna take them, we're gonna add them to this segment we create, I think. I don't know if this is the one. Let me just get the name proper. So let's choose the name, paste the name. Let's paste this here, see if it finds us. It does. And then we go add contact to the selected segment, remove from. I think same thing with segment 1. So this one, segment 1. Camp segment 1. So we're removing them now from that segment, and we're gonna add to this, and this is where basically all good things start happening now. And also we haven't set email up yet. Let's kind of like look this side, and we're also going to just select again action, and we want at this stage we want to update here. we're going to update contact tag, this side of it, similar what we did above. This is very, very important because we're going to apply to this tag, and also we're going to select with this. Also, we're going to see this is a new segment in here, as you can see, and the modify contacts to the camp segment verify. From this point we can let's see, segment, add the contact selected. Alright, yeah, that should be okay. So after we're going to update this, from this point we can send email here. By the way, you can do this, and this time we're going to just send an email, which is, this will be that second email, obviously after they verified. It's a little bit laggy in my end. As you can see, if you don't have email, you can make one. And here again, you don't want to leave it in marketing, you want to leave it in traditional, because at this point now you put it through the proper automation. And so the email we could send this email for first email, and of course you can name whatever you want. On this is only you see this part, it has nothing to do with email content, and this will be relevant time, and let's say this will be an hour. Let's just take it a hour. Let's say this will be 2 hours or 3 hours time, and you do that, an email that you want to send, and you just add. So basically now we have this automation. If somebody going to opt it in, we're not going to send them anything till they verify that email. When they verify that email, we're going to send this second email to them. And what happens when they verify the email, they automatically got to be pushed to this new segment here, modify the segment to this. And of course you can always go in here and edit the segment, and you can also see is it immediately move from one place to the other. And of course you can also at this point go ahead and place some different filter to the segment, so they are staying there. So that's best way that we can basically start filtering and making sure this contacts that we created or come in, that we follow along and literally feed them relevant information, relevant time with relevant emails. And next thing that you really want to do is you go back on here on the segment, because we send this email to them, and on the segment in here we want once more change the tag, create new tag, apply. Now this is verified, and campaign change obviously will be a email change. So in here once more you go in, you update segment. So always apply this updates to the contacts, because it's important, really one of the most important thing, because without this update being the buffer thing for you, and things sometimes can get messy. So I learned everything you do action after should update contact. Everything you do action after should update contact. You send email should update contact. So that's how logically you gotta think in here. And you one more, you go there, you press now, they update the contact, and we're going to send now our basically third email to this people. And you can see you can modify, you can move places, you can do a lot of things now, and you can send in another email. And this one will be basically, let's say this was my second email, let's say that's the second email, or in this case will be, in realistic terms, will be a third email. But again, in here we don't want to really use marketing emails, because you don't want to have 3-4 attempts on automated emails. You always use transactional, and marketing emails you just leave it basically with your straight broadcast, that's fine. But even then, turn this on to tradition when you try to send that email. or setting the email up. So immediately you can go ahead and just select any name you got in here and you add, and now we have basically this third email going out. And when this email goes out, then another automation starts. Obviously, new action, new decision, new condition for this, after this, read, not read, unsubscribed, subscribed or read or downloaded or paid, all these kind of things that you could start conditioning for the rest of the automation. Literally, this can go on forever, and you can really do a very, very long and complex automation that you can set up and run pretty easily. And of course, the whole idea of going this way you're playing really more safe. So your email literally like doesn't kind of like stop working. Like sometimes in the way back, I made a mistake. You send an email directly to through the form without segment, without automation running in the background, which is a little bit bad, and later on you can't control it when the really list gets big and becomes your main archive. Let's say in my case I have nearly 7 million. It will be very difficult to automate that specific kind, that many. And that's the whole idea behind having a segment that's always pull the contact from the form to the segment, and then you run your automation through that. I hope you enjoyed this one, and tomorrow we will continue with 9, and then we will continue on this basically same workflow. And then of course now is available when we do things, if they are live, that we can send and share each other campaigns and all that thing, and you can make templates of these things, which is pretty cool with 5. And that being said, once more, have a great weekend everyone, and thank you watching, and I will speak to you all tomorrow, same time, same place. Please join us in a hangout room, knock the door, introduce yourself, you be allowed in. If you do not knock the door and introduce yourself, you will not be allowed in. And behave yourself when you're in. Welcome to chat to us, and of course we will be talking about that topic I mentioned, and it's very, very interesting, guys. So I'll see you all on the other side in just a moment. Thank you for watching once more. Happy sending, everyone.